Hi guys, this is a video solution to Week 3 Lab 1 Exercise 2, Objective, Nesting for Loops, which is putting one for loop inside another for loop. Problem: you want to write a program that can print the following pattern. This is basically lines of asterisks in a triangle pattern. Write a Java app that has an outer for loop that controls the number of lines to be printed and an inner for loop that prints out the number of asterisks for each line. Notice that each line prints out as many asterisks as the line number. For example, line 2 prints out 2 asterisks and line 3 prints out 3 asterisks. Your app should be able to easily change the number of lines required for the printout so that you can produce printouts for 5, 10, or even 50 lines without having to do a lot of recoding. Below we have the basic syntax for a for loop, and then down here the basic syntax for a nested for loop. As you can see, this first for loop is the outer, and the second is the inner. Now let's start by opening a new project in Netbeans. The first thing we always do is declare variables. Here we will need 3 variables. The first one I will name I. The second I will name J, and the third will be the number of lines. Now it says for a nested for loop that the outside needs to have outer loop counter initialization, outer loop condition, and outer loop increment. So I'll be using the variable I for the outer loop and J for the inner loop. The outer for loop's purpose is to break to a new line. So for I from 1 to I is less than or equal to the number of lines, we will increase I by 1. Then we have inside the first for loop that it breaks to a new line, so that's system.out.println blank. Oops, this should have been this instead. So now we have to do the inner for loop, which will print asterisks per line. For inner loop counter initialization, inner loop condition, and inner loop increment. So J equals to 1 to J is less than or equal to I, and J plus plus. I'll keep doing that. We have that we will print out asterisk. Let's run it. And it does what we want it to do. It's pretty simple, very short amount of code. So, like the problem statement says, we could do up to 50 lines if we wanted to. So let's just try 30 for now. See what comes out. And here we go. And that is the end of the video solution. Thank you for watching.